to talk to you about 5 reasons or 5 things you should be like a pencil. And I don't have a pencil, so we're doing the eyeliner version, gonna get into that. And then 5 questions to ask yourself with, if you don't know me well, my name is Steph, and I really love social media marketing and teaching others how to use this platform. It's an amazing, amazing gift, and I've been in business now, man, it's almost September, so we're getting on like 21 months, and I love it. And I just want to teach you some of the things that I'm learning. Be like a pencil. Number 1, you'll be able to do a lot of things, but not on your own. You have to allow yourself to be held in someone else's hands. Can we get like an amen for that? Like, okay, I cannot be the only person that struggles with really wanting to like bear the burden of everything on my own shoulders. Anyone relate? Like, drop a little high 5 in the comments if you know what I mean, in the sense of you just struggle with doing it all yourself. Not a good thing. Like a pencil or like an eyeliner, you can't do it all alone. Like, it takes teamwork. You have to be held in someone else's hand for the magic to sometimes really occur or happen. Think of like a team, like people all rooting around you, pouring into you, and aiding in each other's successes. Like, none of us are really in it alone. Know that. And at times, it really requires playing less glamorous roles, right? And that's not always the most fun. So this is my question for you when it comes to this is, what is one thing that you need to let go of trying to do it all on your own? So in business, like, what's one area that you maybe need help with? Maybe you need to be put in someone else's hand and to do some shaping. What's one thing that you should seek help on? Okay, so narrow it down. Are you really great with your marketing, but when it comes to like closing the sale, do you need help? So think about one thing. That could be an example. Or maybe you want to take and explore new platforms. Like, maybe you are really great at Facebook, but you haven't ever really done anything on Instagram. Seek out someone who's good at Instagram, okay? Be like my eyeliner. Reason number 2, you'll have to go through a painful sharpening from time to time, but you'll need it to become a better pencil. So having to go through painful sharpening from time to time, but you need it to become a better pencil. And this is huge. Like, we don't like accepting criticism ever, but if you want to become better, it actually is pretty essential. If you ignore the problem and hope it goes away, it's not going to go away. So this comes down to kind of the idea of accepting that you're not perfect and rolling with the punches with it. So just like my eyeliner needs to be sharpened sometimes, knowing that like there's gonna be good and bad criticism and actually seeking it out. Like, so my challenge to you on this is, are you resisting being sharpened? And do you have anyone in your life that you can go to for sharpening? Like, do you have someone that you can ask them, hey, like, where do I need to improve in this? Okay? And are you taking that criticism and then fueling it? What area are you resisting being sharpened? There's always something, right? Like, we love our comfort zone. My comfort zone is like doing my Facebook Live, like in my living room at home where no one thinks I'm like crazy talking to a phone. Number 3 reason you want to be like a pencil or my eyeliner is being able to correct mistakes you might make. Okay, so this one has a eraser on it, right? So we all make mistakes. No one likes really like being like, ooh, let me make mistakes, but it's important that we learn from them. So mistakes don't make you a failure. How you respond and move on and the lesson you take from it is the key. So my challenge to you on this one is, and this is huge, what one action are you not taking because you're afraid? Okay? What one action are you not taking because you're afraid? So in business, this could be, I'm not doing a Facebook Live because I don't want to look like a fool in front of everyone. It could also be, I don't want to call this person simply because what if they think I'm crazy? Like, what one action are you not taking because you're afraid? And realizing that there is no mistake, like we all learn from it. Y'all, when I started out doing online marketing, I made a ton of mistakes. I can point to so many messages that I was like, today, it's like I would never send them. Like, but we learn, right? We can erase, like my eyeliner eraser, we can erase and keep moving forward. And the fact is so those mistakes may never be erased, but we can learn from them and we can grow. And that's huge. So what one action are you not taking because you're afraid? So number 4 thing you can learn from a pencil or my eyeliner is no matter what you look like on the outside, the most important part is the inside. No matter what you look like on the outside, the most important part will be the inside. And this is huge, right? Because so think of that pencil like, remember like in elementary school how like some people would like chew on their pencils and then they'd like be the furthest ones, like they'd be in your desk and they'd get all grimy and messy and dirty. Well, those pencils didn't look that great, but it's not about the outside, it's the inside. So let's talk about self-confidence just for a moment before I blow over. So confidence doesn't really come naturally to most people, right? Like, let's be honest, like it really doesn't come natural. Even the most, what people would say, successful people have struggled with this at times. But this is the cool thing, is your confidence can increase, okay? So you can actually work on increasing your confidence. You aren't born with it or you don't have it. Here's one suggestion that I absolutely love, is to practice being assertive. You know, and some other tips would be like, accept that failure is not the end of the world, which we just talked about, and not to compare pencils, right? But practice being assertive. So let me share an example. When I started this business, it was really awkward when people are like, hey, what do you do? And I didn't want to go through the whole history of like, oh, I was a physical therapist and then I had a child and then I started a direct selling company and like, you know, no. So like I had to really practice, like when people ask me that question, like, well, what do I do? And get used to saying that over and over and over again so I could give my little spiel to people and feel confident saying it, right? Because like I've talked about this before, but like belief really does have a sound. You know, I would encourage you, are you practicing like what you know is on the inside? Like, are you practicing that? And then last but not least, number 5 reason to be like a pencil, or my eyeliner, my handy dandy eyeliner, is you have to press hard in order to make a mark. Only in the dictionary does success come before work, right? Many people look for a magic formula of like how to grow, how to do different things, but it takes iron, determination, and lots of hard work. So you gotta press hard to make that mark. If you're not digging in and digging deep and continuing on, it's gonna be a light fade and it's gonna erase, and your efforts are gonna be erased to some extent. So I would encourage you, my question on this is, what time and action are you devoting? You know, like if you reflect back on today or the last 3 days, like what have you devoted to your business time-wise and action-wise? Because if you're not pressing in, you're not gonna have any results to show. The 5 things, be like a pencil. Number 1, you'll be able to do a lot of things, but not on your own. You gotta be held in someone else's hands. Amen. You'll have to go through a painful sharpening from time to time to be a better pencil. Number 3, you'll be able to correct the mistakes that you make. You just gotta keep writing. Number 4, no matter what you look like on the outside, it's the inside that matters the most. And number 5, you have to press hard in order to leave a mark. I hope that you guys have gotten a little bit of value from this. If you are looking for someone to help sharpen you and sharpen your business, just drop sharpen the pencil in the comments and I'll reach out to you and just share some of what I'm doing these days to help other business owners love online marketing too.